What is going on, Madden family? Welcome back. It's morning of Series 4 update, and today we're getting a level update to 70. And at level 70, we're getting what is called a power-up pass. A power-up pass. What's a power-up pass? Let's show you what one looks like. I happen to have one here sitting in ye old binder. Controller died. Right? You dead? You don't die, controller. It looks like this. So it is a pass used in the power progression system. This time the one we are getting is 92 to 93 overall. Which means our controller keeps dying. Controller keeps dying. And controller keeps dying. Let's see if we can fix this real quick. I think we're fixed. Is that fixed? Okay. You guys know power-ups, right? Yeah, you guys know power-ups. So, in the world of power-ups, you find a card that is a 92 to 93 overall, like the unpowered up part, right? And then you can go from there and use this pass as its power-up, which is pretty dope. So, for example, if I wanted to get this Joey Bosa right here, I'm going to be able to use my power pass in this slot instead of getting the player. Now, it's not the right call to do that, but that's how it works. In the past, I believe I've used mine on Randy Moss previously, Team of the Week Tyreek Hill, saving a bunch of coins. And that is my take on how these should be used. One of two ways. One, to make you the most coins, or two, to save you the most coins. It's really, really simple. The way it would make you the most coins, you would take a player on your team currently. Let's go look at my team. Let's go for an example, right? If I happen to have it right now. Who could we use it on? The cards that are 92 to 93 overall unpowered up. So what I would likely do for myself is pick the card, power it down one slot to get the actual card back, put the power up pass in, and then sell. Oh boy. So someone like Adrian Amos here. Right? Good card. He's 93. I would refund him here, put the power up pass in, sell the card, make profit. Very dope. But that's sort of, that's how it's done. Someone like him I could do Blitz Tyreek Hill, base legend Deion Sanders, base legend Lawrence Taylor. If you don't have this Aaron Donald, you don't have this Khalil Mack, you could do those. You could do the Bobby Wagner hero now if you really wanted to do that. There's ways around it that you could actually make it work. So let's just look at a couple 92, 93s on the block. And then we're going to use our trusty internet source of information called Mutt Head. Gotta love it. So you're really only looking at cards that have a little power pass symbol on here, right? So you could actually get, at this point, just Willie Anderson, right? Save yourself some coins there. Joey Bosa, Bradham, Antonio Brown. I mean, not terrible. Lots of cards. These new Frost cards that are out. Now, their price is really high right now, and I think their price will come down. But if you wanted to grab one to use for the weekend, or until the price falls, you could do that. There's obviously some cards I would say, like, you shouldn't do it. There's always the question of, what about primetime performers? Well, it just depends if you want to actually get the card and spend the training or not, right? If you have a primetime performer already that you've powered up, or just a limited card that you've powered up with training, not exactly the move to depower that card down, lose half of your training to do this. It's probably not the move at this rate. Maybe when we get that 94, 95 pass, we're talking. But right now, it doesn't feel like it's the move. Obviously, if you have the card for a limited edition and you want to pull it out and get those coins, by all means, feel free to do that. Not a bad way. It's not bad. One thing, especially now with the fact that McNabb is getting that 95 Gauntlet Master, his cards are pretty expensive. So maybe you use this right here. Maybe you want to use it on Von Miller. Diamond Jalen Ramsey. Ed Reed. Ed Reed is another good one. But we see Deion's probably a little more expensive. I think it's a little more expensive. Lawrence Taylor is right around that same price. Ooh, Gatorade JJ Watt. Gatorade JJ Watt. Let's look at Seahawks. I want to see what's that Wagner. What's Wagner stuff at? I mean, if you guys want that Bobby Wagner, that might be the move. But right now, you see, it looks like people are actually putting up Amos currently, getting ready for it. He's up down to 500K. Makes sense. So, bear with me. I'm going to pull up Mudhead. And we just want to look at the prices of cards, essentially, right? So to figure that out, you go to Mutt database, Madden 19, and players. Simple. Overall range of 92 to 93. And we're going to sort by the cost of the cards. Now, like I said, for me personally, on my team, what can make me the most coins is probably going to be a card I actually have and have not used training. So like for me, I've used Aaron Donald training. Deion Jones, I used training. Come on. These are all training cards. Wow, okay. Lots of training cards you could use. Lots. So then we finally get up here and we see that essentially the two most expensive 92 to 93s that you can actually get in the game are these two, Wagner and Amos. So if you either want them or have them and you want to exchange it out, right now it is the move. I would keep an eye on this sort of page to see exactly where the prices are going before you make your decision. You may be watching this today. You may not get your pass for a week or 2 weeks, right? It makes sense. But there's going to be a lot of cards hitting the block. A lot of cards. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you're using this power-up pass is that while it does appear to be free, I mean it is, but if you want to power up a card, you've obviously got to pay for the tiers or previous cards. Keep in mind, once you put that power-up pass in, you can take it out. You can take it out. Like 100%. You can take that sucker out, no problem. Which is why I still have mine, right? So let's say you wanted the new McNabb. Right? I don't think I have Power McNabb. You could sit there and you could, pay the tiers to get him, one tier away from a 92. Let's just pick a legend, just to show you guys. Imagine it is Donovan McNabb. Imagine he has a can of chunky soup in his hand. We got to imagine it, right? Legends. I want to do a clean one. I don't want to use one that I've used. Okay. It's like Willie Anderson. He is a legend that you could actually do. So to get a quote-unquote free Willie Anderson fully powered up, because you have to power up pass. You just not a free card. You have to have the cards powered up, right? You would just pay for all these slots all the way up to here. And then this little box right here, that's what it's going to be. You could do the same thing with McNabb. But the great thing with McNabb is he's got that 95 Gauntlet Master now. So you could just plug that in there and technically get a free 96 overall quarterback. You could. Now, we know it's not free. I mean, because look, there's still, 2,800... 3,200 training to get this Willie Anderson fully powered up, right? Still, there's a cost. And even at those prices, 3,200 is a 92 overall, right? 3,200 training is a 92 overall right now. So if you take a look, the actual cost to do that would be 180k, give or take, right? That's why I say it's not necessarily free. That's why I prefer using a card that I either have already all the way powered up, so it really costs me nothing, or a card that maybe I just need one tier for. But that's why it's the move. Like for me, as soon as I get my pass, literally the minute I get it, I'm going to go to the auction block and I'm going to see which one of the cards on my team can I use this for that is the most expensive, and I'm going to do that. And if over time it changes, like let's say that I am one of the first people to get to level 70 and I can sell Adrian Amos for 500k, right? And then let's say everyone else says, I'm going to do Amos, I'm going to do Amos, I'm going to do Amos. And now all of a sudden his price is 300k, but primetime performer Tyreek Hill is 400k. Or not prime, Blitz Tyreek Hill, right? So let's say I take my power-up pass out of Amos, I put it into Tyreek Hill, I sell Tyreek Hill for 400k, I buy Amos for 300k, and we've made yet again another 60,000 coins. Does that make sense? You see how you guys can do it? It's very lineal. Just be smart about it. You know, there's no here's the answer. There's no always pick this guy, right? Now, one thing I will tell you guys, if you want to see how this changes throughout the series, the best person to go watch who does updates on this is Tex, aka the Texas Boy 91. I'm going to try and remember to put the link for him down below. But Tex revisits the power-up passes pretty often, so I would go check him out on that. He's very in tune with that. He loves power-ups, loves power-ups. So I would check him out for that part for sure, because even when cards come out and he puts out the video, I'm watching to be like, well, can I make some coins on here? So another thing you will want to keep in mind when you're doing this is that, again, the prices you see today, they could change. 100% change. There's a card which used to be super expensive, and it's Diamond Jalen Ramsey. He was super, super expensive. He's not that expensive right now. And his base elite is still, it's not overpriced. But if Jalen Ramsey gets an upgrade, the price of his diamond is going to go up, right? We know that. But the price of his base elite is going to go up as well. So this is something you want to keep in mind, that maybe if you have 2 power passes, you could do all this, or you could half prepare by getting the Ramsey. And I say that simply because if you guys remember when there's Todd Gurley, Gatorade Todd, his price got really, really expensive, and it still is really expensive. Is it really that expensive? Holy crap. Look how expensive he is. He's 300,000 coins. Todd Gurley was no 300,000 coin card for a long time. For a long time. But when you get an upgrade, prices go up. Now his base elite is very common. It was in those packs. It was easy to get. So it's just something you keep in mind when you are planning to do this. And please, since EA is not going to do it, write down somewhere who you've used your power passes on, please. Because nobody knows, but you got to do it. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, hopefully this helps. Hopefully you go check out Tex. Hopefully you come back and check me out as well. That would be awesome. I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you guys on the sticks. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the sticks. That's Route Combos outro.